up, what up, what up? It's Kelechi, and you are rocking with Mixtape Messiah Daily.
Kelechi.
Yes.
All the way from Cobb County.
Yes.
Alright, so tell us how Cobb County is affecting and infecting the...
Infecting.
Hold on,
right.
wait. Yo, it's been a couple of y'all.
I'm going to give you a hard time, too. I'm going to make you laugh the whole time.
Okay, tell us how... Kelechi.
Yes.
All the way from Cobb County.
That way.
Tell us how, I noticed that Cobb County is definitely coming up on the scene in Atlanta. So how has being from that area, is it different than being like from the west side or the east side of Atlanta, or even, quote, North Atlanta, the Gwinnett?
It's all, yeah. I mean, everywhere you're from is different. Everywhere everyone's from is different. And I think where I come from, I mean, it affected me the way, like, you know, just, it's what I know, you know. And shout out to the guys who've done it, coming from where I'm from. K-Camp, that's the homie. Shout out to Sorry the Kid, those guys who, just from the road, from up the road from me. So, but yeah, like, I only know what I know. So, of course, it's different from, I mean, I live on the west side now, but, you know, being where you at, everyone's a product of their environment. Everyone ends up becoming who they are because of where they're from. So that's all I know.
All right. Well, one thing, we're so happy to have you here for Artists to Watch, because you truly are someone to watch, because you have a cult fan base that you've developed.
A cult fan base, that's fire. I appreciate that.
A cult fan base that you've developed. So how you got on our radar is that actual music fans tell us about you. So how have you been able to captivate the actual fans and also gain respect in the industry?
I think the difference, and I can't speak on what everyone else does, because I don't know what they be doing, but I just make good songs. That's it. I just make good songs, and I focus on that, and I focus on releasing music in a strategic way, to where if you like good music, you'll like the way I release my music. That makes sense? Like, I feel like I don't try to think of a dance challenge to do with my songs. I don't try to make up fake beef. I don't buy streams or buy followers. I just make good songs, and people who like good songs like my music. I wish I had like some sort of secret or something, but like, I don't know, the more I kind of grow and do my thing in this industry, the more I realize that, like, the majority of it is just kind of fake. It's actually all very fake. And so I don't know, I just do me. I focus on the music, because that's what I care about. And people who care about me care about music.
Well, that has definitely been found to be true. So let's talk streams. Your streams are through the roof, my boy.
They're okay. They could be better. They could be better. But I appreciate it. They're growing, and that's, yeah. Let me just take the compliment. Thank you. I appreciate that.
So since you just focus on making awesome music, and your fans are sharing music with their fans in a very organic way, have you thought about doing additional marketing, or are you good with being that guy who just has awesome music and that's what we know you for?
I mean, I guess maybe what I said earlier might have been like an oversimplification. We do make sure we create additional content, music videos, or, you know, I remember my last album, Quarter Life Crisis, which was like kind of like my biggest thing to date at the time. We made sure we created content to just explain to the listener how it was supposed to be listened to. I dropped it a week at a time. I dropped one song every week, and that was the whole album. I dropped the album for 12 weeks. So before that, I put out like a video explaining that to the fans. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we're dropping this album once at a time. Just to, you know what I'm saying? So it's not just, it's not that it's only music, but it's music focused. You know, I think one artist who I really rock with is Black. From out here on the east side, and like Black don't got no controversy. This is very unprofessional of me. Black has no controversy. Sorry about that. No controversy, no beefs, no none of that. He just drops good songs, drops good videos, and people connect to the music. And when you do that, you'll get real fans. You'll get people who know who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like people, because if you're being yourself in your music and you're about the music, people connect to you, and they'll grow with you. You know, as you grow. So, but yeah, I do need to do some. I'm gonna figure out some more creative marketing things to do, additional.
Alright, well, some ways that your talents were publicly recognized was when you recently shared the stage with Gucci Mane last year. How did you feel about that? And were you taken back? Are you a fan of Gucci Mane?
Of course, I'm a big fan of Gucci. I mean, I'm from Atlanta. I feel like it's kind of like necessary. You're from Atlanta, you gotta like have a decent like respect, and like you gotta look at Gucci like he's one of those guys. But yeah, I did 2 shows with Gucci in 2018. One in September, one like right at the end of the year, and that's just through my relationship with Swisher Sweets, and yeah, they set that up as a part of their artist project, kind of project that they're doing to where they like in different cities they look to see who's making noise, who got their fans, and they contacted me last year, and then 2017, and then we did a lot of stuff 2017, did more stuff 2018, but I don't know, like doing the show with Gucci was dope because like sitting down and talking to him, like he's so much more thoughtful, so much more articulate, and so much more intentional with the things he does than people give him credit for. And just kind of seeing how cerebral he was and how strategic he was and how much he cared about the non-music parts. Because like, like sitting down doing interviews and meet and greets and like talking to fans, like that's like I've seen a lot of artists take that for granted. And then to see someone as established as Gucci be extremely humble and extremely appreciative of those things is like, okay, cool. Like, no one has any room to be big-headed when, like, I literally just put my phone on silent.
Trap bunking.
Right? Broke my... Oh, yeah. Seeing someone who's a legend still be humble, not only let me know to, like, not take... Anyone who's cocky in the industry, I don't take them seriously. But also, like, it let me know to make sure I keep my head, like, not let my head get too big either, like, to be conscious of those things. So that's what I kind of learned just by hanging out with him.
And so since good music is your focus and that's what you're known for, what is Kelechi's creative process?
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a really good question. I don't think I've answered that before. My process is it's all natural, as in I don't force nothing. I've always been this might be a long answer, but I've always been the kind of person who like had a studio in my crib, so I never had the pressure of, ooh, I gotta get a song off before my time's up today, or you know what I'm saying. Like I'm never sitting around trying to force myself to make a song because I spent money on a session. I relax, I chill, I smoke hookah, TV's on, and whenever the inspiration hits me, because I produce and I mix and I record and I write and I do everything, I don't really feel a need to be. I don't feel pressed. I never feel pressed to make the song. I let the song come to me, and when it comes out pretty quick. So yeah, that's really the process. It's just however the music gets to me. Okay. Yeah.
All right. So, one thing that stands out about you is your aesthetic, your look.
Really? I appreciate that. I'm cute, right? It's all good. You can say it.
So your look definitely stands out. And
I'm handsome.
Do you put a lot of effort into the way you look, or is this does your swag just come natural? Like,
it's the face God gave me. Like everything, honestly. Like I want to put more effort into how I look, honestly. But like I'm a chill individual. Like I don't get my hair cut that often. I don't get my locks twisted enough. Like when I was doing my show in New Orleans, a friend of mine who was with us, she was like, "Are you nervous?" And I was like, "About what?" Because I forgot I was doing a show. Like, it just, like, I'm just doing me. I'm just living and being myself. So in that same sense, like, from the music, I don't force it. To my clothes, I don't force it. I wear the same shit all the time. I wear a denim jacket and some Jordan 1s, you know. To my hair, I'm just really doing me. So, that's my goal, is to kind of, like, live effortlessly and just, like, go with the vibes. So, yeah, this is just not too much work in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Now, as I don't know what's going on out there, but sorry. So as artist, what would be some tips you would give to other artists to stay in their creative mode? Because sometimes we get so focused on being perfect, and it does feel forced or it does feel rushed. So how could you inspire other artists who look up to you, or other artists on the come up, that to stay in their lane?
I follow Young Thug's engineer, Alex Tume. Shout out Alex. He said something on Twitter that I appreciated, and he was like, "Yo, if it sounds right, it's right." And a lot of times artists try to get caught up in trying to do it right and trying to do it perfect, but like when it really comes down to it, like, it's about doing you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always engineer, but I never thought my mixes were like perfect or right, because I didn't go to school for it. I never had a mentor. I just figured it out on my own. And I used to be kind of insecure about it, but then I would play my records for different engineers, and they would always ask me, like, "Yo, who mixes this? This is good." And it kind of like let me know, like, you got to trust your own taste. That's what I would tell anybody. Like, if I had to give anyone any sort of advice, you got to trust your own taste. Not necessarily that you don't got to listen to nobody if people like are trying to help you and be constructive, but like at the end of the day, like, if you're an artist, you have the final say. So you have executive power over your songs. You have executive power. You should have executive power over your videos, over your photo shoots. Like, you know, so just trust your taste, because when it comes down to it, it's no one's responsibility but yours. Like, no one gets to be, like, you the captain of the ship. So if it sinks, even if it wasn't from your suggestion, it's still your fault. You know, so you got to take that into consideration and make sure you know, make sure that you have that final say, so that final stamp on everything. So just trust your own taste.